Hey everybody, this is Professor Snart. Just wanted to check in a little bit here in terms of the online work for this week, which is Unit 10, our midterm unit, since we didn't really have a chance to talk in class about it. But it's relatively straightforward. So a simple essay that you're writing, a comparison between any two characters from any of the works that we've looked at, and that includes, of course, the movie. That counts as a work that we're studying for class. So just to review then, just like every other week then, the due date would be no later than Sunday, but obviously you want to start this a little bit earlier so you're not rushing at the last minute. The instructions are pretty straightforward, hopefully, but just to highlight a couple of things here. You're writing that same style of formal kind of academic essay that we've worked on before, so looking at an introduction, 3 body paragraphs at least, maybe more, but 3 is fine. And then a conclusion. Focus on a comparison of characters, so you're looking for similarities, not so much differences. There's no secondary sources required, so you don't have to do any research for this essay. You're just looking at the primary sources. In other words, maybe a short story and movie, or the play and a short story, or 2 short stories. So you can go back to anything that we've covered for class or that's from our syllabus. You just want to be careful that you don't repeat anything that you wrote on for essay number 1. So a few people chose to do comparison style essays for essay 1. It's the same type of essay that we're doing here, but you just don't want to repeat any material from that first essay for our midterm here. There's a useful checklist. Again, think of this essay as a kind of assessment for your opportunity to show me that you get the ideas that we've been covering in class. So it's not like this is a different assignment or somehow separate from any of the stuff that we've been learning in class so far. So keep in mind, again, that sort of formal academic tone, so no I voice or anything like that. Good organization in terms of the whole shape of an essay, the shape of the paragraph, managing the general and specific statements, so where does your thesis statement come, beginning each paragraph with, or each body paragraph with a clear topic sentence, supporting that with details from both texts. Remember that for a comparison, we really don't want to do a sort of block comparison where you say everything about one work and then everything about another work, or one character then another character. We want to focus on more of a point by point. So you're choosing to develop individual kind of ideas in each paragraph rather than just saying a whole bunch of stuff about one and then a whole bunch of stuff about the other. Again, the checklist can be helpful just in terms of hopefully reminding you of things that we've talked about in class so far. Of course, you're doing a works cited page, so it should have 2 entries for everybody since you're doing a comparison. Maybe you can do a comparison of 2 characters from a single work, so then your works cited would only have 1 entry, but I think that will be the exception rather than the rule for us. There's links right here for how to do the MLA works cited entries for our textbook, which we've done before, so article chapter from an edited book. If you want to use the movie, there's information about how to cite the movie here, so hopefully everything is covered. Again, just think of this midterm essay as just another step or another example of the kind of work that we've been doing throughout for the class. So everything that I've said for those other assignments still applies here, like no I voice, so this isn't a personal essay, or organization matters, trying to manage those general and specific statements. So all of that stuff still applies. Another thing to be cognizant of is integrating quotations smoothly. So you're just quoting from the primary texts, but remember you don't want a quotation just as its own sentence. You want to have some sort of introductory phrase, character says, or maybe an author writes, for example. Again, just to integrate that material smoothly into the essay that you're writing. Okay. So hopefully everything is relatively straightforward. Everything is covered as far as the requirements here, the checklist to help you kind of remember things that we've talked about throughout the course. And by all means, if you have questions about the assignment. If you have an idea about the comparison you'd like to do and you just want to double check, feel free to be in touch with me with any questions. And then we are back in the classroom next Tuesday.